argued Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl show proved Not Like Us defamed him. Now, did you hear about this, Briss?
Why? How you say that?
So check this out. So he said, you know, he argued that in the song, well, just check this out. I'm going to read it specifically. It said, the following singles out Kendrick Lamar's breaking Super Bowl licks halftime show, noting that the event exposed his diss song Not Like Us to millions of children. I know this ain't talking about exposing shit to children with what he doing on Aiden Ross Live with that hotminds.com. I know he didn't say that. To millions of children who had never before heard the song or any of the songs that preceded it, it was the first and will hopefully be the last Super Bowl halftime show orchestrated to assassinate the character of another artist. What are you talking about?
Everybody heard that song. Everybody heard that.
I seen it at a daycare graduation. Like, the children been singing that song. What are you talking about? That wasn't the first time for nobody to hear that song. The song was number one for like 8 bajillion years on the Billboard Top 100. It wasn't on the R&B. It wasn't just the R&B Top 100 or just the hip hop. No, it was on the whole record shit. Number one. The children's first time. Yeah. The amendment also points to the fact that the Compton rappers self-censored the word pedophile while performing the track, using it as further proof of Drake's defamation claims. Now, did you hear that?
He ain't say nigga neither on that shit either. You can't say certain shit on the goddamn TV. That's how it works. You can't do it.
Said the same thing. Great minds, people. Great minds. Kendrick's historic Grammy wins for Not Like Us is also mentioned, along with how the diss song was played during the telecast to an audience of 15 million people, which Drake claims could not have happened without UMG's consent.
I agree. Can we talk about the fact how they had it perfectly timed when he had A minor on there? Yeah, I think it was. You might be right in that part.
Look, check this out. And we all I need people to understand, because some people like, oh, don't say that, you go mess up the lawsuit. Look, we the struggle stream. Ain't nobody, we not gonna get a reference. This was definitely orchestrated together. I'm telling y'all, Kendrick, this is exactly how it happened. Kendrick been hating him. Kendrick was probably out gardening, doing some gardening and shit. You got a knock on the door from UMG. Look, Kendrick, look, are we bothering you? We're so sorry. Please, look, Drake fucked my wife. We need to take him down. And we know you're the only one who can do it. Kendrick looked at him. He's like, I will have no bars, no holes are barred, no reins, and I got to do it. I get to do whatever I want to, and y'all got to do whatever I tell y'all to do. And sure, whatever you need, Kendrick, whatever. And they released it. They let him do what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Look, ain't no way in hell this just whipped the Grammys without and had white people doing the applause.
It was the timing of that song when he walked up behind it was perfect.
Now with that being said, this was a rap battle. This is a rap beef. Wasn't no defamation of character. You got into a argument with somebody. You got into a rap. They said it in a lawsuit. A rap, and remember that video we did where I was like, if he had took the angle that white dude from the King Kong video game, he might have had a chance.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He ain't taking that angle. He's steady trying to say that song was defamation when it was a legit rap battle that he participated in. Period. You
drop. Use me as a drop button. I told you all this stuff. Like, that's the shit.
Why are you focusing on that? You do what you did. What you doing, Fraudry, is what you saying is this. You went up to somebody. Let's say it was the 1700s, so whenever they used to do this shit in France. What you did was you slapped the person with a glove. Pat! Challenged them to a duel. Then they slapped you with a glove, but this glove just happened to have spikes and a big ass rock in it and shit, and slapped you back repeatedly. Bow, 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 bow. And now you trying to say, oh, they assaulted me. No. You started the duel. They was just more gangster than you, and that's it. This whole coming steady bringing, this not good evidence. Like, nobody with common sense, they gonna be like, all right, so what's happening now? You saying he defamed you, right? Okay. And Briss always point this out. Dude said Wisebach around certified lover boy, certified pedophiles with an S at the end. He never said you specifically. He ain't defaming you. And really, to be honest, in Euphoria, just say you ass nigga. Anybody can go and Google. They can pull up any video of yours. You've been defaming yourself since day one. That's why I was so mad. I was like, y'all see this whole assetry. This y'all cool with this. This is cool. For reference, y'all go back to the video. 2 ex-Drake fans look at Drake pictures, and y'all will see how everybody. All Kendrick did was put the shades on everybody. Now everybody looking at life like this right here. Everybody like, I see now. I see. Thanks, Kendrick. Everybody done put on their Kendrick glasses, cause he got away with so much. Having a big ass. This dude was having whole ass parties with underage girls on TikTok talking about, look at us drinking Drake's house. You know, nobody say nothing. Nothing. Playing fat foot playing ask a girl, hey, how old are you? Oh, I'm 17. Oh, your breast feels so good against my chest.
It's crazy. It's really happy too. That's crazy.
I ain't making this up. This is all Google.
That shit is crazy, bro.
And you want to say this song defames you when it's your actions, buddy. Your actions, and you trash, and you can't sing, and you can't rap, and your voice is horrible. Now, the second part is just all my thought processes. For some reason, everybody didn't believe that for the last 13, 14 years I've been saying it, but now all of a sudden I'm kind of upset. Everybody done finally took the two-year-old pops out their ears and took the sugar daddies out their ear, and now they can hear the disgustingness. Anyway, let's get back to this story. I always have to. I don't know if I'm gonna forgive the world for that. But my therapist said I need to forgive y'all for myself, not for y'all. The amendment also points to the fact that the Compton rapper self-censored the word pedophile while performing the track, using it as further proof of Drake's defamation claim. That's so dumb. Kendrick's historic. I'm kind of getting a headache because how dumb it is. Kendrick's historic Grammy wins for Not Like Us is also mentioned, along with how the diss song was played during the telecast, all right, to 15 million people. And I ain't gonna front, the way this reads is like, it's like, if I was a judge, I was like, 15 million people, Kendrick? Wow. Oh my gosh, that's great numbers, man. I saw that show. It was great. I want you to know I saw that show. My daughter was singing along. Her favorite part is the A minor. It was a great song. Drake, why are you in here wasting our time? Case dismissed. These accusations were based off the unverified testimony of an unknown person featured in Academic's live stream. In his amendment, Drake somewhat backed down on these claims, removing the references to the stream and instead saying, see, when you start, how you gonna accuse some people of some and then start hey, hold on, I need to take something out real quick. Can I get my paper back? I got the answer wrong. Please, can I get my paper back, teacher? Please. In his amendment, Drake somewhat backed down on these claims. Hold on. Judas Struggs said, I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat for the super rig legal fund, because
don't need it.
Eventually that day is gonna come. If I keep being on this motherfucker, it's gonna come. In his amendment, Drake somewhat backed down on these claims, removing references to the stream and instead saying UMG was aware that third parties were using bots to stream the recording and turned a blind eye despite having the power to stop such behavior.
I forgot about that whole Academic stream too, because when I knew that nigga was, he came on there talking about he working with Kendrick and TDE doing all this shit, and he charged $3,200. You charge $3,200, nigga? Get your ass out of here. You done manipulated a whole seismic shift in the hip hop game for $3,200. We supposed to believe that.
And then go come on academic stream to talk about it with nothing. With no type of talk about it. Yeah, here go a PayPal with nothing connected to it really. Just here's some name. And he say he with TDE. And that's why Drake pulled that paper back. Talk about it of where third parties was using a bot stream and they know they can stop. How they gonna stop it? How they go? First off, why would they stop any bots? Because they use the bots for you. They been you wouldn't have been number one without no bots, man. I'm sorry, I refuse to believe this is any of his streaming numbers. I refuse to believe any of Drake's.
I absolutely agree with you on that.
I don't. They never made sense. I'm like, hell no. Like, no, that just don't make no sense, man. You been botting, so don't be calling out the bots. Don't be trying to call out bots. Everybody bot, but it don't matter, okay? Because the bots only go get you so far, right?
Yep.
He just kept releasing, because he a factory. The record label just keep pushing songs on him. He keep dropping, so it look organic and real, but it's not. It's just you flooding. They was just flooding the market with your shit, and so the botting looked like it made sense just in correlation with all of the fake music you was dropping. Drake's legal team said of the new file and Drake's amended complaint makes an already strong case stronger. They is fleecing this dude. They really finessing this dude. Drake's amended complaint makes it an already case stronger. How? When you gotta remove stuff from it. If you're removing something from your case, that means your case is weak. It's like a Jenga. It's like a Jenga tower. You starting to pull the side as you keep reading into it, and the facts start coming out. It's like another Jenga thing coming out your case, and it's gonna eventually topple over. You Jenga colored.
Damn. That came out of nowhere.
No disrespect to other Jenga color people, just him. Drake's legal team said of the new fella, they with discovery now moving forward, Drake will expose the evidence of UMG's misconduct, and UMG will be held accountable for the consequence. All right, that's so. Then after that, Kendrick Lamar removed damaging Drake disses from Euphoria. I had the shit lined up here. That's not what I wanted to talk about. Oh, okay. So Drake's lawyers fired back at UMG's ominous warning. He knows exactly what he asked for. Now, that's what UMG said. So check this out. And all of this is from Hip Hop DX. So make sure y'all go check them out. It says Drake and his legal team have promptly fired back at Universal Music Group after the music giant warned him he should be careful what he asked for. Okay. Now, this was based on that whole amendment and whatever he was trying to do. And UMG was like, yeah, this shit. So in a statement regarding Drizzy's amendment lawsuit against his own record label, who he's accusing of defamation, the spokesperson for the, why do they be sliding these dumb ass? I'm not calling this nigga the nothing guy ever. We all stop doing this, Hip Hop DX. They be sliding the stupid champagne name in there and all this. No grown man should call this nigga none of these names. I ain't even call Jay-Z J Hovind. I'm not calling no nigga Jay. The only time I did that is you better be a 5%er in Wu-Tang for me to be able to pull that shit off of me, damn it. You better know the knowledge. You better know the mathematics. I
would guess that Sam Moore is probably a Drake fan for him to put all that.
Yeah, nigga, that was don't do that. Please, Sam, please don't do that. Anyway, he continued the public war words in fiery fashion. UMG's latest statement is a desperate attempt to spin the narrative and deflect from the truth. Drake is holding the largest music conglomerate in the world accountable for his actions and doing so without fear. Oh my gosh. We dismissed the Texas discovery action because discovery will now proceed in New York. That's not retreat, that's victory. UMG dismissed its First Amendment petition in Texas because it has no claim that's losing. And UMG knows the case is only getting stronger. The spokesman continued, Drake welcomes discovery and has nothing to hide. It's not Drake who should worry, it's UMG's current leadership. We look forward to hearing from Lucien Grange, John Jennick, and UMG employees under oath. UMG claims to stand for creativity, but in fact it exploits it, and the artist community knows that. UMG drains artists for its profits, then discards them. Drake joins the growing chorus of artists raising the questions about UMG leadership. Check this out, bro. That's 100% facts. That's all record labels do that. But why you weren't talking about, if this was about artists and about being, in camaraderie with your fellow musical artists, and well, people that actually are musical. You ain't musical. But if this was all about standing up for something, my nigga, why didn't you do this years ago? You wasn't saying this when you signed the $400 million contract. They wasn't exploiting your ass then, was they? Now all of a sudden,
100% fully, yeah.
Now all of a sudden it's exploitation. Yeah, they was exploiting everybody. That's the record company deals. And you exploit your damn artists. You just got through exploiting P&D. What are you talking about?
This nigga, man, he is. You ever seen somebody lose this like lose a basketball game and shit, and then go start blaming the refs? Like, man, the motherfucking refs over here. That's what Drake ass doing. Cause he didn't give, like you said, he didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. He was stealing people publishing, stealing people's songs, releasing songs. People talking about their mom and song they ain't supposed to get released. He just doing all that fuck shit. And then because he lost, now he want to blame Drake.
Now he want to do this. The public and artists should be concerned about the recent headlines involving UMG's largest stakeholder that only reinforces the need for transparency all the way up the board to directors level. Drake's team concluded by turning the label's warning back on itself. UMG said, be careful what you ask for. Drake knows exactly what he asked for. The truth and accountability. He don't know about the truth. This motherfucker said, I wasn't hiding the world from my child. I was hiding my child from the world.
Hey, that shit was hilarious. And he probably didn't even write that. Now that I know what I know, he did not write that.
He didn't come up with that. So one of these lawyers been finessing his ass for these years said that. This the same dude that pretends like he writes all of these songs. He went on that damn Elliot interview, was like, yeah, I write it all. It's collaborative, but I'm in there writing it. No, you are a liar. You are a big liar. And you don't hold yourself accountable. So how you gonna ask for accountability against anything else? Wow, you a piece of garbage. In his amended complaint against the company, the Canadian superstar cited Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl as further evidence that he had been defamed by Not Like Us. Universal quickly hit back and updated filing warning Drake. 2 weeks ago, his representative celebrated a win, the granting of the routine discovery motion. That win will become a loss if this frivolous and reckless lawsuit is not dropped in its entirety, because Drake will personally be subject to discovery as well. As the old saying goes, be careful what you wish for. And we all been saying it. We all been saying, why are you trying to turn over? Why are you throwing stones in the glass house, my friend? Like, why are you doing that? Like, what do you think? Because this what he don't understand. This what you don't understand, Fraudru. You need to look no further than Diddy. The feds went in there and found all them tapes, and we ain't heard nothing else about them tapes that had all them other famous people on there, have we?
Nope.
We ain't heard shit. That list from Epstein,
we ain't heard shit.
We ain't heard. All we know is there's some big people names on it, but we ain't heard nothing. Epstein thought that list was his protection, and Diddy thought that them tapes was his. He thought, hey, I can do whatever I want to. I got y'all on tape. And the feds got both of them pieces of evidence. The United States government has those in their possessions, and it's never gonna get released. And Epstein is not here no more, allegedly. And Diddy is in jail, saving his butthole from being violated with cans of mackerels.
Damn. Oh shit. That guy. God damn.
That's
facts.
For real, they said it. Like they said, he in there trading. He in there. Okay, the butthole part, I took it to that level, but he in there trading other stuff for mackerels.
Shit.
It was on Newsweek. So I'm for real. Hold on. And for Judith who gave to the legal fund, check this out. Hold on. Mackerels, Diddy. Check this out. Just so y'all know, I was not playing. I was not joking with y'all. From luxury to lockup, Diddy reportedly using mackerel as currency in jail. I'm telling you, it's really going down like that. All right, I'm just saying. Rita Vega, what's up, OG? Appreciate you on that super chat. She says, Drake-ish is just weak. 100%. 100%. He is definitely just weak. That is exactly what he is. Yes. Omar Pena, appreciate that super chat. People say UMG know where the bodies are buried. Nah, UMG knows what high schools his girlfriends go to. Wow.
Bruh. Damn. Oh, shit.
Hey, for real, though.
Hey, real shit. Damn.
For real, though.
Damn.
Hey, and that's the thing about it. He think he got some stuff in his back pocket. He think this discovery. He think he don't even. This is what Drake fails to realize, and it's kind of crazy that none of his lawyers is putting him on his own game on this. Right? This how this gonna play out for Audrey. Because this is. Hold on. Hey y'all, protect yourselves. Please protect yourselves. But we about to go into the mind of a hoe ass nigga. Hold on, 1 second. This, let me channel it. I gotta channel it. This is what this hoe ass nigga thinking. In his brain, he's like, yeah, you know, Lucian, they're doing all this crazy stuff. They're stealing money. They're stealing the budgets from the artists. You know they set up so and so to get killed. You know about the insurance policies. You know about all of that stuff. I saw it on the Jamal show. I watched some black people one time, and they were talking about how all rappers have a life insurance policy on it. So I know it. I know it for a fact. I got them dead to rights. All right. I know all of the things they're doing. And when people find out they're paying for people to get their songs on the radio, they're gonna go down. Lucian's going down. Look.
Hey, that's very accurate.
Now, the thing is, what you think go come out in this discovery and all this shit, and we all been knowing this shit. Everybody knows this. And nobody gives a damn. So, hold on. Kid and Play just hit us up with a super ultra track. Hold on, I had seen the story. We gotta pause on this because we gotta give them a congratulation. Kid and Play just said, I just got my new sign-on bonus at my new job, so I'm sharing a bit with you. Listening to Drag, Arb, and Fraud, and just your arbitrary antics really got me through the hellhole job that I quit. Thanks, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations on that. I love when somebody moving on up, and I'm glad we can help you through the shittery that is a up gig, because I know that feeling, man. Congratulations. Appreciate you for sharing the wealth, man, and may you have continued success. Keep on going, man. Yeah, everybody give it up. Put a hand clap in the chat for Kid and Play, man. We appreciate that, brother. Now, what the fraudster don't understand is they control the media. Okay, the only reason you popping, Fraudry, the only reason people was looking at me like I was crazy, since 2009. It's because they plastered you everywhere. They put you next to Future. They put you next to 21 Savage. They put you next to all these cool people. So you was siphoning the cool from them. You just siphoning it. Because they had your face in all these magazines. They had your face in all these videos. They had your face in putting your music everywhere. Had you on playlists you ain't supposed to be on. All sorts of stuff. The only reason you are who you are is because of UMG. Don't you know that they go use that same media to suppress whatever stories you got on them, whatever evidence you got on them, whatever discovery come out on them, they gonna talk about it for 1 second, and then whatever they got on you, they go blast all over television, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You not understand. You see, Kendrick hated your guts already, but Kendrick was on his just chilling. But because they actually pressed the red button on you, that red button you claim you had, they had the red button, and Kendrick was just waiting. Oh, it's time. All right, got you. And you see how they have, and Kendrick has always been exalted. He's always been respected. But now he on a whole nother stratosphere. He did the Super Bowl and did a diss song. He made a diss song go #1. Now, he is super talented, but please make no mistake. We all know the machine. That's everything that Kendrick is doing right now is he is in a mech suit, like Gundam. Like Kenny is already crazy strong by itself. But basically, UMG said, you know what? Give him an Iron Man suit. We pushing it to the max. Yeah. And the thing is, I ain't talking about bots. No, Kendrick already dope. They just amplified the message and made sure it got out to everybody. Just doing the same marketing shit they did for you, buddy. All they did was did the same thing for you. And Kendrick can do that on his own. But you started going against your folks, and they was like, oh, okay, all right, okay. You think that whatever little stuff you got to say to them really go blow some lids off some. You are cooking yourself. You are like a frog right now in a pot, and you turning up the heat on yourself.
Damn.
And we already we look. Hold on. What was that? Let me see. Let me see if this the right thing before I bring it up. You are turning up the pot on yourself, and you already showed us, my nigga. You ain't too far from a frog, because look at these damn frog legs you put on your damn own social media. You cooking your own frog legs.
Damn.
These are the legs I have ever seen in my life. That's what you doing. This is the dumbest thing I done ever seen. I've never seen. I can't believe he really think he go beat the machine. You not go beat the. They made you. They made you, bro. Like you are nothing without them. They the ones that allow all them songs to be given to you. And now you want to turn on. And then have you seen Kanye West? Have you seen what he just said?
He did something recently?
We about to get into it. Hold on real quick. Let's see. Aretha Adams. Appreciate you on that super chat. Called Alive. HEB is my store. Stay 100 and funny. Appreciate you on that. HEB is oh my gosh. And she gave us she sent us enough money to actually be able to afford some steak now at HEB. And go to the butcher shop. Now, we all know that once a certain threshold is crossed. Now, Kid and Play, you didn't get this offer because I'm assuming you a guy. But Aretha, who knows? Brisk in a really good mood. He just closed today. You might hit him up on his Instagram, and who knows? He might hit you with some OF levels. I'm not saying he is. You know, I'm just saying we want to provide value for what y'all give us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying one day he might change. He might have a change of heart on that. He has said vehemently no, but you know what I'm saying. And y'all got to get him before because he gonna be married pretty soon again. You know somebody go lock him down. I'm just saying. Appreciate you on that, Aretha. So Kanye said, let me see if I can find it. Kanye agrees with Drake. So check this out. I think this was what's this today? Let me make sure this was today. All right, yeah. This was what he said. He said, "I'm so happy. UMG, Drake, Kendrick situation. This is the biggest victory in music history right here," West said in a now viral video. "I'm never finna call Drake out his name. I'm team Drake 100 and team Kendrick and team all of us. Everything is worth everything for a moment like this, where we stop going at each other and we go at the slave masters." He used the term slave masters, echoing his long-standing criticism within the industry regarding exploitative record deals and lack of creative control afforded to artists by major labels. Now we cannot. Let me see. He I think he said some extra into it. Hey, they put this nigga under sensitive no matter what he's talking about. Right, hold on. Like, even if he ain't talking crazy, they put him under the sensitive tab. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, anytime this nigga pop up, you gotta consent to listen to Kanye. Check him out though.
Shit.
I was like, God damn. All right, hold up.
I'm so happy right now. You don't understand with this UMG, Drake, Kendrick situation, Super Bowl, Grammys. This was driving me, and you know where it should be driving me. But this is one of the biggest, if not, this is the biggest victory in music history right here. I'm never finna call Drake out of his name. I'm team Drake 100% and team Kendrick and team all of us. Like Kendrick need to be going at UMG at this point. This is what I said in my version of Like That. I said, Lucien, lifetime deal. Like, let's stop aiming all this at each other. That's all, like, bro, you have no idea. Everything is worth everything for a moment like this where we stop going at each other and we go at the slave masters.
Now, y'all already know how I feel. I'm gonna be honest. I think I prefer Kanye over this Kanye hyping up Drake right now. Cause this is the thing. Kanye done always been against the industry and his paperwork. I don't know if you ever saw his paperwork that Def Jam and Jay-Z had on him. It's like a crazy 10 album deal. They owned everything. He got like pennies off of some blah blah. He been talking about the industry of slave masters and shit, so this ain't nothing new for him. However, I think it is and on some real shit, the reason I said I prefer the clean version of him over here, because the thing is, he know for a fact how Drake is trying to, the angle Drake coming from is going to fail. Mm-hmm. Kendrick has no reason to go at UMG because, see, this is the thing, Kanye. And see, Kanye fully independent now himself. Kendrick done already removed himself. He a partner now. Like, he do partnership deals. He ain't signed up under them. He already removed from that. And so is Kanye. Kanye just went through way worse to get to where he at and get the freedom that he's talking about. So when Kanye is saying this, is disingenuous because he is not in Drake's situation and Kendrick is not in Drake's situation. And Kanye will forever be mad at the industry because he felt like the industry pimped him. And does the industry pimp all the other artists? You goddamn right. There's no arguments on that. Is UMG the good guy in this shit? They are not. They are definitely not. They do take advantage of our artists and everything. However, in this particular situation, everything has nuance and there's always specifics to things. In this particular situation, how Drake is trying to come at this is 100% idioso. It's dumb. It makes no sense. This all literally started from a rap beef. And like I said, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. I thought it was on some. I thought he was going at the whole thing about the renegotiations and how they was messing that up. But that's not the angle he coming from. He literally coming on some dumbass talk about I got defamed my character in a damn rap beef. That's like somebody jonesing on each other. You go on the show where they used to have a show called Snapping or something like that. I remember, and Monique was on it. And you go on the show and they do Yo Mama jokes, or you know what I'm saying? You so stupid jokes or whatever. That's like you applied to go on the show. You applied to go into a situation where you talk about each other and you say whatever you got to say. That's not that you went into, you agreed to the terms and stipulations of a battle. There are no, all they gonna do is be like, Judge, are you aware of rap battles? And the judge gonna be like, hell yeah, I won rapper of the year in '86. I said somebody's mama was so fat they jumped in there and got stuck. I got a standing ovation in that. And Drake, you gonna be sitting there looking stupid and stuck. And the Kendrick lawyer's gonna be like, did you sue? Did you get sued for saying that? Hell no, I didn't get sued for saying that. They gave me a high five, said I'm gonna get you next star. And then I moonwalked out and slipped on my Jerry curl. Cause that's what was going on in '86. People's moonwalkers had Jerry curl.
But what's crazy about all Drake making this big ass fuss about it, like it's a whole story about him being in the same hotel as Meek Mill and playing back to back the whole time while Meek Mill was there.
Hold on, we just got a new struggle crew member. Appreciate you, NK White. Welcome to the struggle. We got Punch and Pie in the back. It's Hill Country's finest Punch. It's gonna be real sweet because it's the fruit choast corn syrup in it. But what you was saying, you was like, everybody know about him when he was with Meek Mill, celebrating with Meek Mill playing back to back. Celebrating on Meek Mill. Yeah, and he was.
I don't know if it's a rumor or not, but it's a story that I heard about when he was bumping the back to back track. And he was in the same hotel during his tour stop with Meek Mill. And apparently they say he was playing the song so Meek Mill could hear that shit because they were staying close to each other.
I'll be honest, man. If that story true, and there's no other version of, because I done heard hip hop stories. Even MC Hammer wasn't getting played with. Them niggas said some shit. He ran up on Ice Cube. Like he caught Ice Cube slipping at a Roscoe's. Third Base from New York came to California, and he ran up on them. Redman said he seen MC Hammer. MC Hammer came up on him, was like, don't be talking about my mama and shit. If Meek Mills didn't that ain't happening in my hotel, and something ain't happening, bro.
And that was, apparently it was a hotel in Toronto.
I'm sorry, I don't give a damn. Like it's certain. It's certain. If I'm a claim. And that's why you got to be careful what you claim in the persona you put out. Because if Meek was just on some Skee-Lo or he was Logic or somebody, I wouldn't even be saying this. But the persona he put out, you let Fraudry hoe you in the hotel, and it ain't no story or nobody got nothing happen. And I ain't saying it's got to be violence. It ain't even got to be violence, but it's got to be some words. It's got to be like something had to. I'll be losing. I've been lost respect for Meek Mills a long time ago, but God,
Meek Mills is the same dude who was talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. Tekashi ran up on him. It's a video of that, and Meek Mill didn't even do nothing. Like they were like it was like a parking garage or whatever. And Tekashi was like, "What's up? I'm right here. You talking about you gonna do something?" And Meek Mill didn't do nothing. They was like, "Well, he on probation. He can't do nothing."
Oh no! See, I was gonna give it the energy of. I mean, that's Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like, you ain't gonna really get no points for whooping Tekashi 6ix9ine ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now that you put it in, it was like, oh, he can't do nothing on probation. Oh no, bitch, you was scared, dude.
But he was talking hella shit. He was talking hella shit before, and this
and
video
he didn't even say nothing.
Not for real. Nah, it just was a non-event.
You gotta at least be face to face with the person. Be like, look, I will whip your ass, but you are Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like, I talk cash money shit to you, but I would lose points. My mama would be mad at me if I whooped your ass. So, you know what? I shouldn't have talked to you because you ain't worth whooping ass. And that's why you talking to me right now, because you know I look like a bitch if I whooped your ass. So just going to get your little Rainbow Bright fucking troll hair ass on, skip on and you know, go snitch on somebody, all right? How about you go do that? To see the rest of this live and over 60 plus members only videos, become a Struggle Crew member for only $2.99.